So I got no intro for this because I actually have fan mail that isn't a death threat. And this comes Hoyle. I got a letter from a nice lady. You'll keep thinking that's Bill Burr. It's not Bill Burr. Bill Burr, that's Jerry Lewis. Bill Burr when he does his lady shtick. Hoyle, do we do the movie now? What with the hurting and the claws and the biting and stuff? Hoyle, Freund, leave it. That's Jerry Lewis. Hello, Aaron. This is from a lady. It's a nice email. And to all you cocksuckers over at Peril who did the little study about the male supremacy index that was put out by the Department of Homeland Security, I want you to read this. All you fucking worthless ditzes working at Middlebury and ASU, including the pussy guy who was your researcher at Peril. All of you fucking worthless. All of you lie to fucking people. You don't help out women. You're disgusting fucking parasites. Listen to this. Hello, Aaron. I couldn't find a more appropriate place for this, so apologies in advance if this is the wrong way to submit it. Years ago, I read your book, Worthless, link below. As a newly graduated high school senior, undecided as to what she wanted to do, and now I want to personally thank you for the massive improvement in my quality of life compared to what it might have been otherwise. You mean truth helps? You mean not lying to women, feeding bullshit up their ass? Not you. I'm not angry at you, madam. You're the nice lady. I'm talking all the other assholes out there, K through college, that just lie to you girls in particular, but everybody, where you just, oh yeah, you can do what you want. Because they don't care about you enough to have the uncomfortable conversation to deliver you bad news. And that is, yeah, to be successful, you have to work hard. And typically it's subjects that are either boring or hard or not fun or physically demanding. And it means a lot that I really do appreciate the email. I just want to give it time. That's why I haven't had time to do. I want to dedicate the time to answer this wholly. I really appreciate this email. It means a lot to me because somebody followed my fucking advice and it worked. A massive improvement in my quality of life compared to what it might have been otherwise. I was always pretty well rounded as a student, strong in both math and humanities, foreign language, and so. How do you either do it? How are you? Okay, I got a question. How are you strong at humanities? What is that? There's no objective measurement. There's no way you could judge the humanity. How are you good at political science? What I'm confused. Foreign language subjects. As a result, my choice of college major could have gone either way. What really stood out to me about your book was the matter-of-fact way in which you presented your argument as to the utility of different majors, especially by framing it as a simple issue of supply and demand. You included very helpful supporting statistics and data for each of your points. I also like that you did not denigrate the intellectual value of certain fields, but pointed out that it made very little economic sense to dedicate 4 years of your life and thousands of tuition dollars to study. Yeah, I mean, I'm not against history. You need history, but you don't need to go to school for that. You just go get a history book. You read. Um, finance. Well, pretty much everything except for engineering and maybe medicine. A lot of stuff can be learned for free through the library or more modernly online. So I mean, I don't hate poetry. I don't hate philosophy, but the fuck you need to go to school for it. And I'd say more modernly, as probably you're aware, you don't want the idiots in colleges and universities teaching you pretty much anything, except for the hard sciences, which have objective mathematical answers. It's like, no, thanks. I'll get a better education online or at the library for free, reading the classics than listening to some politically motivated fraud. Just was kind of pushing some kind of political agenda. After studying your book, I ended up studying electrical engineering. It was not a walk in the park by any means. There were many long nights in the library and in the computer lab, but I ultimately graduated feeling like I genuinely accomplished something. Well, you did. I signed a job offer at my dream company by Thanksgiving of my final year in school. So you hadn't even graduated. You already got a job. Look at that. Look at that. It's amazing how it works. That's great, man. That's great. You didn't even know. No, you see, you avoided the mistake I made, which was the 15 years of groveling and struggling and trying to make your piece of shit degree work. which, it's like trying to get a three-wheel car to drive. Doesn't work. You had a four-wheel car. Oh my God, it worked. Um, Job, dream company, and worked there as an electrical engineer for 4 years since. During that time, I designed electrical system for a wide array of things. I don't want to mention what they are. I don't want you identified. I want you to continue having your job. I even had the opportunity to work on projects located in exotic places like place number one that's exotic and place number two that's very exotic. Importantly, I was able to achieve all these things while securing financial stability. I had a six-figure net worth before turning 30 and used a portion of my savings to travel. In 2 months, I'll be vacationing at a beachside villa and resort, where the hardest decision I will have to make is whether I want to go swimming or surfing in the ocean a few steps away. Look at that, huh? It Look, I don't care what people do with their free time. I know, oh, girls like to travel. That's not. You get to do what you want. Step one, get your financial act together. I'm sorry, I don't mean to sound so agitated. I'm not agitated at you, man. I'm agitated at everyone else who don't get this simple thing, including myself when I was younger. Step one, get your financial act together. Step two, enjoy life. That's it. There's no wandering in the desert. There's no student loan bailout. There's no maybe somebody, not me, will help me. There's no going back to school. You did it right the first time, and here you are. I don't even know if you're 30 or not yet, but you're a young lady still, and now you get to enjoy a beach and a villa and have some vacation time. You got some genuine accomplishments at work, like it's a real job. You build some real things that everybody enjoys or needs, I guess would be a more important thing. And then you got to travel for work for some very exotic places. Um, my final point comes from my perspective as a woman regarding the issue of most women's college major choices. In your book, you pointed out that most women do not study economically viable fields and that this reason alone accounts for most of the gender gap in wages. I will never forget the day I walked out of my calculus class to see the feminist club at my school was having a bake sale. They had priced the items differently according to the buyer's gender to account for the wage gap. Yeah, instead of like them going and just studying more, what did that achieve? I mean, really, what did it achieve? A girl at the table recognized me from college orientation and we chatted for a bit. She was enthusiastic to hear about what I was studying and talked about how great of an advocate she was for women's empowerment. When I asked her in return what she was majoring in, she said women's studies. Ironically, the most disastrous, damaging degree a woman can to her career. You want to have a wage gap? Major in women's study. Again, perfect example. Go study feminism. Read all the books you want. Participate. Be politically active in all the feminist women type of environment thing stuff and do. For God's sake, don't make it your major. No women's studies major did anything to close the wage gap, let alone for themselves. I'm not sure what became of her later on. I guarantee you she's pissed off and miserable and she's poor. But looking back now, I ironically feel much more empowered as a woman due to all those calculus and physics and engineering classes I took, which enabled me to achieve a comfortable lifestyle on my own. Also, let me remind the audience over at Middlebury, ASU, all right, all those of you in the Peril group, this woman not only makes more money than you, but she's much more financially successful and a better independent woman than you are. She didn't need a $750,000 taxpayer grant so she could study bullshit. This is a real woman who's a real feminist, kicking ass and taking names, and actually contributing something to society, unlike all you assholes at the other place. And I'd like to point that out to all you women's studies majors too. Go be equal. Go be successful. Go be excellent. You just got to major in the right thing. And you didn't. You majored in whining and complaining. Enabled me to achieve a comfortable lifestyle on my own. In any case, I'm grateful that you decided to publish your book. I hope that my anecdote will inspire you to continue putting out similarly thoughtful content and will keep you anonymous because I want you to keep your job. I'm going to keep doing it because it's the right thing. It's ironically kind of the same thing with the Black Man's Guide Out of Poverty, the book that I wrote. Black Man's Guide Out of Poverty. I had a lot of black clients coming in, young men, like, how the fuck do I get out of poverty? I'm like, okay, this is a recurring theme. I'll write a book. We'll save us time. And there you go. Right. I've gotten more black men out of poverty than the Democrat Party ever did. You know why? Because the Democrat Party hasn't gotten anyone out of poverty. Democrat Party lie. I'm saying the Republicans are 100% truthful either. But you can't go up to a group of people. Nothing's your fault or your responsibility. Sit here and bitch and whine about other people all the time, and we'll take care of it. It's just telling people the truth. You're not going to get out of poverty or have financial success or have romance. You're not going to have success in any fucking thing if you're given the wrong information. Right, millennials? Right? Were you told the lies? You were told the lies, right? And how's your success going along, millennials? Oh, it's not going so well and you're pissed off at the boomers for lying to you? What did they lie to you about? Foul heart, money will follow, don't have to work, be entitled, whine, complain. All leftist shit generally, right? Most of the people that lied to the media, the television, the teachers and the professors, those are all leftists, right? And they told you shit that sounded real good early on, like you can major in women's studies to be successful. And if you don't make money, it's not your fault. You can't win at life when you are told the rule, when you're lied to about what the rules are. And so I got nothing else to do. In what few dwindling microscopic shreds of morality I got left on me, one thing I can't lie to people, and I won't even lie to you about that. Not only is it true, I don't adhere to the truth. I love telling the truth and spreading it with a vengeance and a lippy attitude. You know why? Because it pisses off all the right people. I know I got no hope that people are actually going to heed my advice, which when you do, I mean, God bless you, madam. Thank you so much. And I'm glad to see it's working out for you. I just do it primarily because it pisses off all the right people. I mean, it just pisses off evil, lazy, worthless people when you tell the truth. Men don't like fat chicks. Only lazy, mean, lying people get pissed off about that fact. All right. And I'd imagine if you're that empirical about your degree choices, you're probably also that empirical about your health and coincidentally also your love life. But man, a lot of people don't have the intellectual honesty you do, let alone the work ethic and temerity you go through with it and execute it and implement in your life. But I'll tell you this, your life is a hell of a lot easier than somebody goes and major in butt plug studies and then goes frivels around. Again, working as a waitress, working another job as a waiter or bartender, some kind of daytime job, and then you're barely making ends meet. Yes, it was hard. Yes, it was engineering, physics, electrical engineering, whatever other courses, many dynamics, thermodynamics, this dynamics. Atham was taking a lot of classes that involve dynamics. I bet you that's a dynamic class. Anyway, yeah, it was hard, but it's a hell of a lot easier for the rest of your life now. I mean, you still got to work. You got to do real job, real work, obviously. But I'm so happy to hear that you were doing well, ma'am. I'm so happy to hear that. And I'm glad that big, huge, major part of your life, your finances, taken care of. And you probably have closed the wage gap. I imagine you're on par with your male peers. And God bless you. I hope you go out. I hope you find a great guy. I hope a guy realizes what a quality catch you are, that you're an engineer, you got your finances together. I don't you could go hiking. That would make the good. I mean, look, you want to catch a good guy. You want to get a top-notch guy, you got to get into hiking. That's where all the top-notch guys are. They're hikers. But yeah, I'm very happy and thank you for the email. I will cherish that. That will go into like, I don't want to like say I save all my emails that are good and memorable or crazy and wacky. And inevitably I will write kind of a book about asshole consulting, probably towards the end of my life. I don't think it's gonna be anything great. It's just gonna be, look at this crazy thing that happened. But then there's also the mementos like, oh, these are actually genuinely nice emails. And I appreciate hearing that you did that and you succeeded. That is awesome. And for all you leftist frauds in academia, fuck off. This woman's done more than you ever will. All of you combined, she's done more than you all ever will because none of you produce jack fuck all shit. All right, let's go to the super chats. We got Mexican and cheese, $5. Dems get people out of poverty. Look at all the deaths due to their policies. I'm sure a bunch of them would still be in poverty if they were alive. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. The whole idea, it's very simple. Like the idea that you don't have to work. Like that right there immediately almost damns you to poverty. Oh, no, you don't have to work. Oh, no, you do whatever you want. Think how childish and stupid that is. But don't do anything. Don't think about it. We'll just go and get you some paltry amount of money just to keep you alive long enough so you stay poor. So you're alive. So you're here to suffer this misery. How many generations of black communities been absolute abject poverty? You've been in the last place. How many are we on? 5 generations, I'd imagine now. Maybe 6, depending on how far back you want to go. How's that working out in Southside Chicago or all of Baltimore? How's it working out, gang? Yeah. Vote for the. I guess she's not black. I didn't know that about Kamala. She's not black. It shouldn't matter that what color her skin. I don't know if you've noticed. Jesse Jackson and Obama really didn't do jack fuck all shit for you guys. Nothing practical. But I bet it felt good, right? Felt good. Yeah. Paracelsius Underact, $5. Sold my AT&T shares to pay off my car 3 years early. Repurchased my position in 2 years, buying more silver and dividend stocks with the free cash. Well, what happened to AT&T? Did the price peak or something? What I don't get what's going on. 5 years. Well, it's kind of up a little bit. It's not as high as it was in 2020. Well, okay, let's go max. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, back in the .com days. Well, you can't recreate that. Yeah, you looked like you sold at one of the more recent peaks there. It's not bad timing. Why do you think it's gonna go down? I don't need another super chat. I'm just kind of curious. It's very precise, very specific. All right, link below is the book called Worthless: How Women Can Actually Close the Wage Gap and Not Be Whiny Pain in the Ass and Need a Student Loan Bailout Later. No, that's not the subtitle. The subtitle is The Young Person's Indispensable Guide to Choosing the Right Major. Please, ladies, close the wage gap. Please be financially successful. Don't listen to lies. Don't major in dumb shit. Don't go into debt for a dumbass degree. Go into school for something that's worthwhile. And if you need help choosing, please go get the book Worthless: Young Person's Indispensable Guide to Choosing the Right Major. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.